Awesome. So, one thing about JavaScript is that it's a promise-based language, or it does promise-based programming. And what a promise means in this context is that the program calls a function in the anticipation that something useful will be happening and a result is returned so that this result can be used elsewhere. Cool. Just some terminology. And so another thing is that JavaScript behaves what we call asynchronously. And so what this means is that, let me show you by code. What this means is that if we had maybe function A, and then suddenly function B right after, function B doesn't need to wait for function A to complete its task. Maybe function A has a really long function. It has to perform a thing that takes a long time to complete. But what asynchronously means is that function B does not need to wait for function A to completely finish. Function B will start just going. We'll just start going, even if function A is not finished. Even though function A is placed like line 33 and function B is afterwards. So yeah, they just all go. But this means that if function B was relying on function A to do something first, well, function B, I guess it might be like stuffed up or something because it assumed function A did something, but maybe it hadn't finished doing its thing by the time function B started going on, which is not that great. So one way we deal with this is using, I guess, async functions. So let's create a random function called, let's just say random function. And what we do here is we put the word async in front, and then we say function and continue on. So async functions, they can allow you to treat the code synchronously. So synchronous is the opposite of asynchronous. And yeah, so synchronous means that it will follow like in a sequence. Wait for one and then do the next thing. Cool. And so B would pause for A if you make it asynchronous. And so let's just say there's just some code in here. And so what you do next when you actually use the function, and let's just say it's like return 0 or something. When you use the function now, so we'll do let result equals random function. You have to use the keyword await, just right in front of there. So an example of when this would be used is if we're fetching data from another website and trying to extract data there. So this await will pause the code to make sure all of this runs first, and then it would go to like the next step where we could call function B. Awesome. So yeah, so the keywords async and await. Cool.